Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. So, we're going to continue on from where we left off last time, which we had just finished creating a simple level system where we would level up the character and then print out their old statistics and then the statistics that they gained after leveling. So, we're now going to build a simple battle system to accompany this. So in order to have this battle system work, we're probably going to need to have a more defined character. So to do that, I'm going to create two dictionaries. And I'm going to merge this statistics dictionary with this char dictionary. So I'm going to create a nested dictionary. Alright. Let's give this a key called name, and we'll call it hero. Yeah. Let's rename this hero. So now this will essentially be our character, our hero character. Okay, so what do you need essentially in a battle system? Well, you need health. You need health because you need to be able to die unless you have cheats and you're on God mode. So we'll say 30 health. 30 health. And we also need a way to deal damage. So we're going to say ATK. And let's do, say 12 hits. Why not? So we've just established this dictionary as a pseudo character. And the character has a name called Hero, is a level, experience, level next, and then he has an embedded dictionary with his statistics, which is strength, dexterity, intelligence, and newly installed is hit points and attack. Now that I think about it, I'm actually going to change the attack into a list, and we're going to just say, yeah, let's just say 5. So what I just did there was change attack into a list with a index 0 of 5 and an index 12, or index 1 of 12. So this is going to provide me with a min and max damage. Okay, let's see, what else? I think I can copy it now. Alright, so we're going to call this character Imp, because that's a classic RPG enemy. What am I doing? Yeah, let's just leave all the statistics the same. Alright, let's get on to the battle. The battle! Probably going to need to import a module. So let's say from random import rand int, and this is a function from the Python libraries module random. Okay, so we're gonna need a function that assigns damage and returns that to the dictionaries, and then after we get that, we're going to need a function that allows the user to input commands. So let's do the damage function first. Let's call this take damage. I'm lazy. Let's just do that again. Damage. I don't want to type that in over again. And take damage is going to take 2 parameters, because we need to pass in the hero to this, and then we need to pass in the imp. So let's say attacker and defender. So, alright, now we need to be able to deal damage. So we have, in each one of our characters, a minimum damage amount and a maximum damage amount. So to utilize that, we're going to use randint to generate a random number between those two. And then we're going to assign whatever number randint gives us into another variable, so that we can deduct that from the defender's health. So let's just write that out really quickly. and int, and we're going to say attacker statistics. Yeah, there we go. Statistics, and then we're going to say APK, and then from attack we're going to call 0. So random takes a base and a maximum. So this is our base, and now we're going to input the maximum, which is 1. So if you recall from the last episode, these are basically just like address calls. I know that this is my product, and it is somewhere inside of these. So attacker, once we call take damage, is going to be referencing hero, or imp, whichever, because it can take both right now. It's not specific. So let's just bring this up here so I don't have to keep on. 5 is in. So 5 is in the element 0, because computers count from 0 to, infinite. Because that is a technical term. Alright, so I'm just calling from attack, I'm calling the dictionary element 0, which is 5. And then when I call the dictionary element 1, I'm calling 12. Okie dokie. So now that we have our damage calculated, should probably make that an equals and not a minus. Defender stats, and I think it was HP. Yeah, pretty sure it was HP. We're gonna say defender HP equals. Let's just copy that. I don't want to write that again. Defender HP minus damage. So what we're saying right here is whatever the amount of damage is that's returned into this variable, we're going to minus the total health that the defender has from the damage, and then assign that back in to the defender's health. Because if we don't do that, it won't change. Alright, so now let's do some user feedback. We want to display how much damage the defender takes if they're not dead. But if they are dead, we want to display that they're dead. So the way to check if they are dead, we're just going to say if defender stats HP, should have just copied that, but hindsight is 20/20, is less than or equal to 0, print, and we're just going to say // that is very descriptive, format, man, I'm just misspelling everything, format, and we're going to want to have defender name, defender has been slain. So after the damage is assigned when this function is called, it's going to say, hey, is the defender dead? By checking its health points. So it says if the defender's health is less than or equal to 0, print the defender has been slain. And that will print the actual defender's name. So if we decide to change imp into like warlock, it will say warlock has been slain. Now we need an else statement for the damage. So we're saying now, if they aren't dead, say this. Just copy that. Takes some amount of damage. Alright, so let's just copy that again. So we're saying defender name and then damage. Alright, so this function will now take the attacker and defender, whichever order we put them in. So this could be the hero or this could be the imp. Likewise, this could be the hero or the imp. And then it will take the attacker's base attack and maximum attack, generate a random number between those two, and then throw that into damage. And then on this next line, we're saying that the defender's health minus its damage is going to be re-input into the defender's health. After that, we say if the defender's health is less than or equal to 0, the defender's dead. If they're not dead, they take damage. Alright, so now let's move on to the command function. Def commands. And this one will take the player and the enemy, because if we didn't have a player, we could just hard code all of this stuff and it wouldn't matter. So we're going to say while true. So this is going to be our main battle loop that will continue until one of the players is dead, or one of the characters is dead, I should say. So this is going to take a command from the player, and it's going to say, do you want to attack? Yes or no. If you say yes, then we're going to run the take damage loop, and we're going to pass in the hero as the attacker and the imp as the defender. If you say, no, I don't want to attack, then we're going to have the imp attack, which is going to pass in the imp as the attacker and the hero as the defender. Okie dokie, let's do that. Let's, since this is a loop, let's put in a little separator here. That way it just won't be a big block of code when we try it out. So we're going to say command equals input. And we're going to say, do you want to attack? Question mark. And we'll have a little bit of formatting help here so the player knows what to input. And we're going to do it lower. So this will make anything that the user inputs in this function right here, it will convert it into lowercase. So if I type in something crazy like, yes, I want to attack. If we compare that to, you know, lowercase yes, which is what I'm going to be checking for. So if yes in CMD, if they had typed in yes, it wouldn't have recognized it because it needs to exactly match it in case and letters. So exactly match it. This just gives me a little bit of leeway where if I like make a mistake where I'm like Lima yes, it will still recognize that as yes. So that might not be the functionality that you want in your game, but since I'm just giving a baseline here, you can do whatever you want. But I would recommend just following along since it's easier than making up your own stuff. Let's actually explicitly check for no. And then let's use the else as a pass. So the reason I changed this to an elif instead of an else is I want to explicitly check for yes and no, and if you type in something crazy like cake or cats or dogs or whatever, it will just loop back around and say, do you want to attack? And it won't recognize it, so nothing will happen until you explicitly say yes or no. Alright, so let's see. Let's actually add in a little bit of flavor text right here. Takes the opportunity to attack. And we're going to use .format, and we're going to say imp. Actually, let's not do that. Say enemy. breaking my own function encapsulation here. All right, enemy name. Alrighty. So what I did there was just change it from explicitly referencing the hero and the imp to referencing whatever's passed into the function. That way it's not solely dependent on exactly what I input. Because if that would essentially make this function like kind of useless. I could just take it out of the function and it would work just as well. But this gives me leeway to input different characters in here. So if I wanted to change the enemy to a minotaur, I could do that without having to like change all the stuff. So it's self-contained. All right. Yeah, let's just test this out really quickly. It looks like it should work. Invalid syntax. What? Oh, huh. I tried running the wrong thing there. That's awesome. Similarly named files. Still invalid syntax. That's not good. It has a problem with level. Oh, I see. Alright, cool. It ran. So now let's call the function so we can actually do stuff. And we're going to say hero and imp. Now run it again. Alright. Do you want to attack? Yes, I do. Quite. Defender is not defined. Oh, misspelling. Bug checking is always so fun. There we go. Alright. So do you want to attack? Yes. Do I want to attack again? Yes, yes, yes. Cool. So we dealt enough damage to reduce the imp to 0 health. And then imp printed out, imp has been slain. But since we don't have an end condition to our battle loop, I can just keep on killing over and over. And even more funny, the imp can kill me right back even though it's dead. So, do I want to attack? No. Imp takes the opportunity to attack. Hero takes 7 damage. No, 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 no. I have a lot of health. Oh, there we go. Finally got killed. So now we're both dead and we can both still kill each other. So that would be a little bit awkward in-game, unless that's the functionality that you wanted. So we're going to do a quick little hack because I've gone over my 15-minute mark by a little bit. So let's just say input, press any key to quit. And then we're going to use this, which will kill the program, and in effect also end our loop. A little bit hacky, but I'm over time and I still need to do the homework. Alright, so now if we run this again, when I kill the imp, actually let's put that into the actual death sequence. Alright, now when the defender dies, if the imp's attacking me or if I'm attacking the imp, the game is going to exit when one of us dies. Alright, so now that I have this loop set up, let's just throw in something right here that will help you guys out with the little puzzle assignment that I'm going to do. Reward. Say 25. Alright, so inside the imp dictionary, I just put in another key called reward, and I assigned it a value of 25. So now, let's go into this, and we're going to say hero XP plus equals imp reward. Alright, so let's just kill the crap out of this imp. Alright, STR. STR. Oh, I see. Okay. So that would be problematic, wouldn't it? What those errors were was when I incorporated this into the actual character dictionary, I forgot to change that in the level loop. And that's pretty easy to take care of. I can just do that really quickly right here. Whoops. And I can just change this to hero. Actually, I should probably just change it to char. Yeah. So that's all I need to do is add that right there. Since char is actually just referencing whatever I put in, and I'm only referencing hero, it's going to call hero, statistics, and then strength. So theoretically that should work. Alright. Yes, 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 yes. There we go. Alright, so I slayed the imp, I gained level 2, and then our level loop went through and worked. Cool. Alright. And then it closes the program. Alright, so, shit, I'm way over time here. What I want you guys to do is modify this so that the imp will give the hero a item reward. So just like this reward right here that I did, I want you to give the hero an inventory and then give the imp an item reward. And when the imp dies, have the imp give that item reward to the hero's inventory. So that might have been a little bit confusing verbally. It's basically this right here where I'm saying the hero has experience, and then I'm adding the imp's reward to the experience, and then leveling up the hero. But all I want you to do is give an item from the imp to the hero, and then print out whatever that item was. And you would do that exactly like I've done in all these dictionary references right here, where you'd assign the key, and then you would just assign like a string, long sword or something. Alright, I'll see you guys next Saturday, and good luck.